We all try to do the right thing for our health. We grab what we think is a healthy snack, maybe a handful of seeds, or sprinkle some on a salad. But what if one of the most common healthy foods out there was actually having a hidden, kind of negative impact on us, especially as we get a little older? Well, we're about to dive into that. So let me ask you this directly. Is your healthy snack secretly harming your arteries? It's a shocking question, I know. You're thinking, wait, I'm doing everything right. But some of the latest science points to a real potential problem that could be lurking right there in your pantry. It really makes you wonder, do we actually know what our go-to snacks are doing inside our bodies? And get this, that's not me being dramatic. That's a direct quote from the source material. Experts are calling the effect a particular food can have on our system a metabolic nightmare. Wow. So what on earth could trigger such an intense warning? And here it is. The culprit is sunflower seeds. Yeah, I know, right? The same seeds that are in all our trail mixes and salads. Now, the thing is, it's not that they're inherently evil. The problem is all about balance, or in this case, a serious imbalance that can kick off a really nasty chain reaction inside our blood vessels. So let's get into the why of it all. To really get what's going on, I want you to think of a powerful analogy. Rust. Now, obviously, your arteries don't literally rust like a piece of metal, but this dietary imbalance can create a very similar process of, well, degradation and stiffening from the inside out. It all boils down to this one number right here, 18:1. That is the omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio you'll find in sunflower seeds. Now, our bodies need both, for sure, but an extreme imbalance like this, where the pro-inflammatory omega-6 is 18 times higher, is just a massive red flag for our entire system. And all that inflammation from the omega-6 overload, it leads directly to this, arterial stiffening. Okay, so think of your arteries like they're brand new, super flexible garden hoses. They need to expand and contract really easily to handle blood flow, right? Well, stiffening is like that hose getting old and brittle and cracked. It loses that vital flexibility. That's the rusting process we're talking about. So why is this such a big deal? Well, especially for anyone over 60, our vascular health is absolutely crucial. When those arteries get stiff, the heart has to pump way, way harder to push blood through the system. That can lead directly to higher blood pressure. And what's more, it means less efficient blood flow, which could potentially starve your vital organs of the oxygen they desperately need. Okay, I know that was the problem, and it all sounds pretty serious. But here is the fantastic news. The solution is incredibly simple. Seriously, this doesn't mean you have to overhaul your entire diet or buy expensive supplements. It's literally about one small, easy swap that can make a huge difference. And this just lays it out perfectly. Over here on the left, you've got the problem. Sunflower seeds, our artery ruster, that just flood our system with inflammatory omega-6s. But on the right, you have the solution, flaxseed. It's packed with the good stuff, the omega-3s we need, especially a type called alpha-linolenic acid. Think of it as the plaque clearer that actively works to undo the damage. And listen, swapping these seeds isn't just some nice theory. We're talking about tangible, measurable benefits. When it comes to our health, seeing the actual data makes all the difference. And believe me, the data on this particular swap is pretty amazing. The hero of this whole story is that compound we just mentioned, alpha-linolenic acid, or you can just call it ALA. This specific omega-3 fatty acid, which is loaded in flaxseed, is the key ingredient that research shows can have a really profound impact on our cardiovascular health. And here it is. This is the payoff. Get this. Studies have shown that bringing flaxseed and its powerful ALA into your diet can actually reduce your systolic blood pressure, that's the top number, by up to 15 points. That is a huge, potentially life-changing drop from one tiny change to your diet. So let's pull this all together into a super clear, easy-to-follow plan. Don't even think of it as a diet. Think of it as a quick 1-minute heart hack that you can literally start doing today. So here it is, your essential seed exchange. Step 1, just reconsider how many sunflower seeds you're eating. Maybe cut back a bit. Step 2, add freshly ground flaxseed to your daily routine. Put it on yogurt, toss it in a smoothie, sprinkle it on oatmeal. And the freshly ground part is really key here. Grinding the seeds right before you eat them unlocks all that good ALA for your body to absorb, and it keeps those healthy oils from going rancid. And that's really the big message here, isn't it? We don't always need some complicated, difficult solution. Swapping one little seed for another is just the perfect example of how a small, consistent change can have a truly profound and positive impact on our health for years to come. It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? If this one simple swap can do so much good, what other easy changes are out there, just waiting for us to discover them, that could totally transform our health? Thanks so much for tuning in.